What's going on, everybody? It's Luke from Alternative Endeavors here. Dylan is currently not here because it's 6:11 in the morning, and that right there is our next single. Oh, hey, mommy, how you doing? That right there is our next single, and I'm going to be mixing and mastering it. Maybe all today, I don't really know. At some point throughout this video, we'll try to get it all done. So if you know me, you know I'm 100% an early bird, and I love to get that worm. So in the last video, I'm sure you remember me saying,
that sounded pretty good. I think that might be the one.
Well, guess what? I lied. It's not the one. I ended up watching a 3-hour video mixing and mastering in Logic Pro, and I decided, you know what? I'm stripping it all down. I'm redoing the entire thing. I took every single plugin off, every effect off, and I just basically remixed it how this guy said to do it, and I think it's coming out a lot cleaner. So in the little video I watched, the producer, who is obviously really talented, he had a great mix, so obviously I was intrigued to learn how he had such a great mix. He said the first thing you do is do what's called a static mix here. So we basically make sure that the levels, let me make sure this isn't too loud when I play it. Yeah, so this is your levels, like decibel levels. You basically want to keep that in between -3 and -6 decibels for loudness. You basically will go into your mixer here and you'll go turn all the mixers down and then bring them up each one at a time based on importance. So I guess like lead vocal would be your first thing, then drums, and then maybe bass guitar, and then your guitars, stuff like that. And you just bring them up, and at the end when they have them all your stuff like mixed, I guess, you want the overall sound to be in between -3 and -6 decibels. So that's basically what that is. So this would be the static mix, and then he also encourages you to bounce it and put it in your project as you're mixing it so that you can refer back to it. But my mix right now sounds way brighter, way honestly more in-depth than the static mix is, because the static mix I had no EQing, so they're all just like jumbled up and trying to take over each other pretty much, so it sounds really bad. But that's okay for the start. The static mix can sound bad. There's no compression either. It's just raw. I'll show you the comparison so far. So far, I've EQ'd everything and I just got done working on compression. Let's see how it is. So yeah, that is how the mix is going. As you can tell, the drums are a lot more dynamic, a lot more punchier, and things just are sounding a lot cleaner. They punch through the mix a lot cleaner. They're setting in their places a lot better. So yeah, I'm definitely glad to have found something I can basically use as a step-by-step for each song that I do, and hopefully come out with some clean and polished product. So keep in mind that this mix I'm doing right here, all I've done to it is EQ'd it and compressed it. So there's no effects on it, there's no reverb, no echo, no nothing. And it already sounds pretty good. Eventually here pretty soon I could probably get to throwing some effects on some of these and help make them sound a little better. By the way, the guy whose tutorial I watched goes by The Band Guide on YouTube. So I just thought I would give him the props he deserves for showing me this. He's also a very good teacher if you're a producer and interested in learning some stuff, especially about Logic Pro, because I thought I knew a lot of the stuff with these stock plugins, but after watching that video, I learned a whole lot more, and I'm pretty excited to finish this mix. Okay guys, so actually went back to that 3-hour video I mentioned because I wanted to check what he did after compressing and stuff, and actually found out that I skipped a step a little bit. And in the video, he says you don't want to skip the step, so I guess I kind of screwed up, but I'm gonna roll with it. It really shouldn't hurt it too much because, well, I'll explain right here. So after the first step, which is to get the static mix here, what you're supposed to do, he says, is create a master track processing. That's the name of the next step. And all that is in your stereo output, which just means over the entire song, any effect will affect the entire song rather than just individual instruments or something. It's basically where you just add a little bit of EQing on the top low end if it needs it, to add a compressor over it, as well as the distortion on the side here to give it a little bit of saturation. It basically helps it blend together a little more before you start EQing and compressing, but I've already EQ'd and compressed everything. So whenever I did this step, I ended up doing it again just because I want to be sure I get the motion down for this kind of stuff for the next song, but I did it anyway. Gave the highs a subtle boost. The lows were already, after all my EQing and stuff, were pretty high. So I actually dialed it down just a little bit, just a tad, like 0.8 of a decibel. And I gave the highs a little boost for those cymbals and stuff to come through. For the compressor, I just did a little bit of compression, pretty similar to his, but a little less. And I also did the distortion as well for the saturation. So as you guys can hear, when it's on, the cymbals definitely come crashing through. It sounds pretty powerful. I like the sound of it, so I think we're gonna roll with this. But our next step would be to finally start adding effects to this thing. So that is what I'm going to do. Now before I start, one thing that he mentioned that kind of changed my perspective on effects was he said that the best effects are felt, not heard. So I found that very interesting. So essentially what that means is he doesn't overdo it like a lot of people normally would. Like they want to hear the presence of it, but he likes to take more of the route where he'll start rising the volume of it just as you can hear it, and then even dial it back a little after that. So it's more or less felt rather than heard. I'm sure it does sound a lot better like that, so that's the route I'm gonna take as well. All right guys, I threw some effects on here. You can see a couple of them right here, some verbs we got going on for the guitars and vocals and drums and stuff. All right guys, I'm gonna solo some of these vocals from the bridge so I can show y'all some of the reverb and stuff I've been working with.
Every time you turn, every time you turn, I'll be there. Every time you turn, every time you turn, I'll be there. Every time, every time, every time you turn, every time, every time, every time you turn, I'll be there.
So as you can see, I really like how it's coming along, and I think I'm going to move to the mastering process now. Alright, so I brought it to the mastering stage and I ended up throwing in the same plugins he did in the video and basically listening with my ear and figuring out what sounds best for it, and I think I got a decent master. I'm gonna end up doing the car test again, but this should be quite an improvement from whatever I did before. Bonnie's been sitting here looking at me, and I'm wondering what the hell does she want? She keeps crying and stuff, and I remember exactly what she wants. Sit. She wants one of these bones. Sit. Careful now. Careful now. All right, Bonnie. Stay. Keep it on your nose. Okay. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Okay. What's up, guys? I just did an initial car test, and turns out that shit sounds like ass. I guess I didn't hear it in the other speakers, but The vocals need a little more lower mid. They just sound like papery, and they're kind of getting these harmonics that are kind of piercing my ear holes. So also I think somewhere in the low end there's a bit of mud that I didn't hear before. So I'm about to have to go back and fix some of that stuff.
3 days later.
What's up, guys? It's me 3 days in the future. It is currently 6:04 a.m. Mommy is laying down. And I have been messing with this project for a long time. Bits and pieces every now and then, you know, whenever I got time. And I think I finally got the master to a point where I'm happy with it on multiple sets of speakers, including the car stereo. So this is probably the one I'm gonna run with. And I wanted to mention that I think I really enjoyed the Bandguide step-by-step guide. I think it made it a lot easier. And like I said before, I really like having a set way of doing things, and this one proved to be pretty good. Dylan also said he liked it. So I think we're in business to really put this thing on the map. Well guys, that's pretty much all that's going to be for this video. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes for this song before we release it, and the fact that I had to pretty much go back entirely and strip it all down and do it again. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. What you gotta say? What the heck?